What's up, boys? In today's video, we are back at it again, and I told you guys I will be milking this thing as much as I could in the last video, and we are back to talk about swords that probably will get reworked or remodeled or updated in the next update of Blox suits. So I know that you guys have been waiting for this video for quite a long time. You know, you guys have probably missed me and stuff like that, but yeah. First of all, I would just like to say that we have a sponsor, and let's go talk about the sponsor of today's video first. And if you want to skip this part of the video, skip it. But the sponsors of today's video, they really do help us a lot. I think we are at 10k subs right now, and the sponsors of our videos, sponsors for our live streams, they really help a lot when it comes to giveaways, and they will be instrumental to fund our giveaways in the future. So skip this part of the video if you don't want it, alright?
You guys know I wouldn't promote something I don't believe in.
The company name is Arcade Prices, and let me just show you right now. You can get free Robux from their site.
Who would say no to that?
Okay, so the first step is to simply go ahead to your browser.
You want to type up robotsworks.com, robotsworks.com. Now let's go ahead and enter your username. Just go ahead and complete a few minutes. This is my account before we... And there we go, guys. It's going up.
Opportunities like this website, and please donate, are very few. And after this limited amount of time, it's going to be gone forever. Give it a shot. It's free. This is a no-brainer. See you there. Fair enough?
So now that that's done, and you guys have a chance to get some free Robux, and I know that you guys are broke, so check it out if you want to. Don't check it out if you don't want to. But they do help us out a lot in funding the giveaway. So now let's head and straight into the topic of today's video. I don't want you guys down there to be commenting, "Oh, A-Beast is talking 10 minutes about just one thing. He talked about nothing." Pointless. I know that there's some of you guys out there who does that. So today's video, I will basically if you guys didn't watch my last video, and if you haven't watched my last video, watch it while going your home at 3 a.m. So basically, the last video we talked about the tweets of Mr. Ripindra on Twitter, and he talked about basically reworking. He talked about swords reworked. He also showed a sneak peek of a possible sword rework already. I wasn't able to tell which sword it was. So let's go talk about the swords that could possibly get reworked in the next update. Yeah, gotta look good, you know. Wait, am I recording? Holy smokes, I'm recording, and you're not supposed to see this. So now, let's go talk about the swords that will possibly get reworked. So one of the things that I said needs a rework in the last video, and I already talked about this in the last video, I said that this sword definitely needs a rework, is going to be Saber V1 or V2. Now, the reason why I said Saber V1, Saber V2 needs a rework, or Saber in general needs a rework, is pretty simple. Now, if you go take a look in One Piece, Shanks, my boy Shanks, is the strongest character currently in One Piece. He's probably stronger than Luffy, even with Gear 5. He's possibly stronger than anybody in One Piece right now. Shanks is possibly the strongest character in One Piece right now. And on top of that, Shanks is also said to be on par with Mihawk. Mihawk is the world's strongest swordsman right now. And if Shanks is relative to Mihawk in terms of power levels, then Shanks' sword should also be equivalent to Darkblade. And speaking of Darkblade, I also mentioned about how Darkblade or Yoru should also get a rework, because it's only fair for the world's strongest sword in One Piece lore to be the strongest sword out there. Like what were the devs thinking? The devs were like, "Oh, this Darkblade is the world's strongest sword. Let's make it one of the weakest swords." Well, it's not technically the weakest sword, but it's still not in the meta. It's still not enough to be a meta sword, when it's clearly the world's strongest sword in One Piece lore. This thing, even though it's Roblox, and I already know, some of you brokies out there will be saying, "Oh, then it's gonna be pay to win." Shut up, bro, shut up. Accept it. We spent 1,200 Robux. Of course it should be pay to win. And also, I mean, you could even get Darkblade without being paid to win. Just subscribe to the channel, and you guys could possibly get a Darkblade when I do a giveaway. I already gave away a Darkblade to one winner last time. You guys can get one as well. Just subscribe to the channel. But yeah, definitely Darkblade needs to be buffed. Like, comment down below, buff Darkblade if you think Darkblade needs a buff. I know it's a good sword. It's just not the good sword. Like, imagine Tushita. Like, Tushita is Odin's sword, and I mean, Odin is a strong swordsman. How is his sword better than Shanks' sword? It's not fair. These swords need to get buffed, guys. These swords, these swords need to get nerfed, either nerfed or reworked. But Darkblade and Darkblade and Saber definitely needs to get a rework, since they are supposedly the strongest swords in the entire One Piece. It needs to be the strongest swords in One Piece in this game. Definitely needs to be the strongest sword in this game. I don't care if people will say it's pay to win. If it becomes pay to win, so what? So what if it's pay to win? We spent 1,200 Robux to get this sword. Plus, not many people have Dark Blade. A lot of people don't have Dark Blade. So even if it does become the strongest sword in the game, a lot of people doesn't have Dark Blade. And I mean, Cursed Dual Katana is already pretty strong enough on its own, so it doesn't matter. Now, the next thing that, in my opinion, needs a rework, like I said, the next thing that requires a rework is going to be... Holy smokes, why do I not have Bicento? How do I not have Bicento? Oh my goodness. But yeah, Bicento definitely needs a rework. And one of the reasons why I think Bicento needs a rework is, come on, Whitebeard, before Whitebeard died, he's probably one of the strongest characters in One Piece as well. In my opinion, if Bicento doesn't get reworked, it's going to be a huge waste. One of the things that I think they should do is make Quake stronger, or make Bicento stronger if you're using Quake. Like, let's say for example, you're using Quake, and if you're using Quake, it should make Bicento stronger. And if you're not using Quake, it should make Bicento just mid. But if you're using Quake, Bicento should be very OP. In my opinion, that's what they should do. Like, if you're using Quake, then Bicento should be powered as heck. That's one of the things that I think they should do. Now, the next thing that I think they should rework is going to be True Triple Katana. Now, one of the reasons why I think True Triple Katana needs to get a rework is because it's definitely... True Triple Katana, in my opinion, is one of the hardest swords to get in the game. You are going to spend a lot of time grinding that sword. It's probably second to Cursed Dual Katana. I mean, I think... No, True Triple Katana is probably harder to get than Cursed Dual Katana. True Triple Katana will cost you upwards of 15 million belly or 5 million belly, I forgot, in order to get it. And it's not even that strong. It's still strong, but it's not in the meta right now. Like I said, Dark Blade is also strong, but it's not in the meta right now, and it needs to get busted. It needs to get boosted into the meta. Like, Dark Blade is one of the oldest swords in the game. It needs to get reworked. Same with Saber. Same with True Triple Katana. Those are the swords that definitely needs a rework. Those swords 100% need a rework. If those 3 swords get a rework, I'll be a happy man. Spiky Trident. It doesn't really need a rework. It's already good. Like, Spiky Trident doesn't need a rework. Spiky Trident is already good, but in my opinion, if they can rework all of the swords, it will be cool. A lot of these swords, like the True Triple Katana, like I said, they should rework that. And then the 3 swords that come with True Triple Katana, Wando, Shisui, and I forgot the other one. They should also, in my opinion, rework Hollow Scythe, because right now Hollow Scythe is definitely one of the weaker swords in the game. Like, you can see that Hollow Scythe is definitely one of the weaker swords in the game. It's not it's OP. It's OP, but it's OP, but it's not really even in the meta right now. Like, look at this. Better or harder than those 2, then you are dumb. All right, you are dumb, and I'm smart. You are not. All right, so I'm just kidding, guys.
Geeks, bro.
I'm just kidding. But like I said, those swords definitely need a rework, in my opinion. Get those swords to be reworked. Get those swords to be reworked, and then when they're reworked, in my opinion, it'll be very great. Anyways, that's gonna be guys for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget, like I said, like and subscribe. And there's a lot of you guys brokies out there who wants Dark Blade. If it does get reworked, it's gonna be OP. So yeah, subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna go live, I think, later, and we are probably gonna be giving away some stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.